Welcome to East Texas Red Barn Cooking with your guy, Texas T. Texas T here. Get ready. It's time to do some cooking, y'all. Hey guys, it's Texas T here at the Red Barn. Well, I had a video to put up here, and it was tablitas and short ribs. And I had a great video that I was going to do, and I'd already went through and seasoned it all, filmed it, cooked it, just went the whole 9 yards. And somehow I deleted it. Deleted the entire series. So we're going to redo that one. But I just wanted to say, hey, what's up? We got some more stuff coming. I did do some pork ribs that I'm going to post, and they're a little different. I did some of my own barbecue sauce. And then I got a family recipe from South Carolina. Got a lot of family in South Carolina, all over the country actually, but my South Carolinian family out there, they do a mustard barbecue sauce, and you know, some people like it, some people don't, but I think it's pretty good. A little spicy, that's cool. So I did that video. Hadn't put it out there yet, but it's coming. So it's really cool because I talked to my cousin out in South Carolina a couple days ago, and they do, or they used to do for decades and decades, the family out there, they did a huge pig roast every year, and family would come from all different places. I mean, some from the Carolinas and Georgia and Texas and you know, different places, and then their friends and people in the community would come over because they'd do this big pig roast. And the name of them out there in Florence, South Carolina, is Avon's Marina. My cousin Ricky, he owns a marina, a boat and sales and service boat company, and that's what he does. And anyway, they put these on for decades. Well, this recipe, he tells me, comes from my great-grandfather, and now I'm not sure I can duplicate it because, you know, when he gave me the recipe, it's you know, they do things a little differently, you know, and there was no measurements, very little measurements. It was literally, you know, throw a gallon of this in, and grab a bottle of this, throw that in there, 2 bottles of this, throw it in there. Cut up these lemons, cut off the ends, quarter them up, throw those in there. Take some mustard seed, take that bottle, pour it in there. So, I mean, it's like, it gave me a recipe that would have made, like, God, it must have been close to 2 gallons of stuff. So I had to kind of tweak it down a little bit, and I'm still not sure I got it right. But anyway, it's going to be really good. And anyway, it's really cool because this is my great-grandfather's recipe, you know, from way back in the day or whatever. And he was telling me a story that my grandfather would mop his barbecue sauce. You know, we use these store-bought little mops and, you know, little brushes and stuff we bought. And he would actually take a piece of wood and carve a hole in it, or a fork, or somehow he did it. And then he would take his knife and take strips of like pillowcases and sheets and things like that, and then make his brush, you know, out of that, and that's how he mopped his barbecue. So, you know, we're talking about some old school stuff, you know, way back in the day. But I got the recipe, and I hope I can do it justice, and we're gonna see how it works out. But you know, hope you look forward to it because I think it's gonna be good. Maybe not exactly like theirs, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So, hope everybody's doing well tonight. Texas T coming to you from the Red Barn. I wanted to go ahead and add to this because I didn't finish my whole story about the pig, the big pig cooks and pig roasts and stuff they did out there. I mean, these guys don't play around. My South Carolinian family out there, they don't jack around. You know, I thought we did it big in Texas, but these guys, man, I've been there. I've gone with them to the butcher to pick up the hog that we're going to throw on this pit that they have. Now, like I said, these guys don't jack around. I remember one time that I went there to South Carolina, you know, to this big pig picking, I think is what they call it, that they do out there. And me and cousin Ricky, and I can't remember if Uncle PM, he might have been with us. I can't remember. Anyway, that's Uncle Perry Mason, actually. Uncle Perry Mason. We called him Uncle PM. Anyway, we went out there and we picked up this pig, a hog. We picked up a hog. And now, of course, I mean, it's gutted. You know, they gutted and all that, but it was still a full hog. And we bring it back to the hill, as we call it. And their pit, folks, we ain't talking about no grills, no smokers. We're not talking about no master built. We're not talking about, you know, whatever, no Traegers and no Webers or anything like this. This was a concrete walled pit that was probably as big as my pool, all the way around it. And my pool, you know, it ain't fun. It's just above ground and fancy. It's 16 feet by 10 feet, and I would say it was probably close to that. You know, all I know is this big old pit they had that they had all kinds of wood just burning up underneath it, and then they had these, big old metal grate kind of thing up on it. And they took that whole hog and they spread it out and they put it, bam, on top of that damn pit, and they smoked that thing. I don't even know, 24 hours. 36 hours, I don't even know. I don't know, but I just remember going out around there, and then there was a few of us, and there was a lot of people there. Always was a lot of people there, and they had this big shop that they had tables set up, and they had sides, and whatever. And people would come grab them some pork off there, go make their little plate, blah blah blah, whatever, and they go into the shop and sit down and whatever, enjoy. But there were some of us that were I got family in South Carolina, the Baptists out there, so we had our drinks kind of hidden, in cups and stuff like that. So we'd be doing our drinking or whatever, and we'd just stand around that pit all the way around that thing and just pulling that pork that right off of that whole hog that was sitting there. Just my God, man, they seasoned that stuff up fantastic. Their barbecue sauce, their seasoning was unbelievable. Whole pig out there crackling. I mean, dude, whole hog out there with a whole cupboard of crackling, getting smoked up, grilled up, getting fried up on top of that thing or whatever. You just pull that stuff off of that crackling, that fat, and that pork meat. Oh God, that was so good. Anyway, I just wanted to add a little bit to that. I mean, like I said, they weren't cooking on those little crap like I got. These guys were, they're serious. They're serious. And, I respect them a lot, and I miss them a lot. But anyway, we're gonna do this video about my ribs using their Carolina mustard sauce, and let's just see how this comes out, guys. Talk to you soon.